Because there will be that person.
It says my mic is plugged. Unmute. Wait a minute.
Well, your mic, I think we're using this mic, but I can turn this one off if you want.
Well, no, I don't care.
Okay, this microphone is on as long as you don't.
Okay, just talk to that one for a second.
Hello. We are figuring out the microphones.
Something didn't having issues. Settings. Let's go to camera. Okay. And audio. Mic.
Ooh, we already have 5 people in here already.
Yay!
Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining.
We are trying to figure out what's going on here.
I'm trying to figure out our camera.
I might have to start again.
Look, Tisha, I brought it to show you one day and you weren't here.
8 people.
These are my placemats.
Oh, how pretty. Oh, those came out so nice. Aren't they fun to make?
They are. They are.
They are fun.
So, and this is a lady
We're still working on
that we
getting this
sew
set
with.
up.
That we sew with. I showed her how to make it, and this is what she came up with.
Oh, that's nice. I like it. It's very kind of modern take on it.
Yeah.
How fun.
We've been having a good time with it.
It is fun.
Got 14 people in there.
All right.
There you
Oh, that was a little painful. Can everybody hear me? You know what I need? My little fan.
Oh,
It might be on your desk. We're having a little fun this morning and trying to get things situated here. Situated. How is everybody doing? Good. I have 17 people watching this morning. Roseanne Miller, hello. Glad to have you joining us. And Janet Lloyd, hello. Christine Foley, so happy to have you here. And Bonnie Landon, yay, I got to see Bonnie last week. So good to catch up. And today is Wednesday, October 4th. Okay, let me tell you what happened to me. Y'all can laugh at me. My very, very sweet cousin that I talk to like every day. She's my baby cousin. I'm the oldest of all the grandchildren. She's the baby of all the grandchildren. There's a 12-year difference between us. And we talk all the time, right? Her birthday was yesterday, October 3rd. And I've known this because I remember when she was born. I was 12 years old. So I remember when she was born, which is also the same year that Jaws came out. Because my aunt went to go see Jaws and she took me with her. And the whole time she was sitting there watching it, she was holding her stomach going, oh, I'm going to have this baby. Oh, I'm going to have this baby. The whole movie. So I remember it clearly. And yesterday was Lucrecia's birthday. That's her name is Lucrecia, but it's Lucrecia in Spanish. It's her birthday yesterday. But I was off on Monday, which was actually the 2nd. And in my mind, it was the 1st. And so her birthday would have been today in my mind. Now, I never mess up like this. I just know her birthday's October 3rd. So yesterday on Facebook, everybody's saying happy birthday to her, right? Even my aunt, her mother, says, happy birthday, my daughter. You know, I love you. And I'm like, why has everybody got this wrong? Her birthday's not until tomorrow. Then I realize when I do something else that it's October 3rd. I realize it like at 10 o'clock at night. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I text her. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I thought today was the 2nd and tomorrow was your birthday. It explains why everybody else is wrong on their dates. And she was like, haha, don't worry about it. It was funny to her. But yeah, so I messed up yesterday. So if you are watching this later, Krisha, happy birthday on the 4th, which to me is really the 3rd. Okay. There you go. So, Colleen D, hello. Thank you for joining us. Today is October 4th, as I started to say, and we're in Plano, Texas, not your mama's quilt store, which you can find us on social media and also our website, Not Your Mama's Quilt Store. We're always up to something fun and exciting. You know what else is exciting this week? 2 new employees. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So happy. Just for this month in October, well, it started in September and it's carrying through November, just a smidge. Everybody gone at the same time. We have 7 people on our staff, I think, 6, 7, 8, something like that. I never remember because I don't remember to count myself or not. And then because Noel pops in or out, and I can never remember what number that makes us. Anywho, everybody trips at the same time or out of town or busy at the same time. So we do everything on the computer and they have to input what days they're going to be off. Literally, some weeks are like 5 people are off. It's like, wait a minute, you can't do this to me. So I desperately needed to hire somebody. One of our sweet, sweet employees had to quit unexpectedly because her health just took a turn for the worse. And so her doctor told her no more driving. And so she called me up, weepy, which of course I was very sad about this too. And she had to resign without notice. And she was just very upset about it and very upset about her doctor's orders because virtually she's locked up at home now. Or really, she's locked up at home, not virtually, she really is. And she has to wait for her husband to come home to take her places and whatever, because she's not allowed to drive. So I had to replace her, and I had some great people apply for the position and hired 2 people that one of them started yesterday, yay, and the other one starts later this month. So that's going to help me fill in those gaps where everybody is off, myself included. It's not just like everybody else, myself included. I've had weddings, I've had funerals, I've had camping trips, I've had another lake trip that we do every year. And it's all these things that, like, once you paid for it, you can't get your money back, right? So that's what I've done. There's weddings going on. There are regular vacations that they did the same thing. They paid for them and they can't get their money back, so they can't change them. And then Christina got to go on a fabulous last minute trip with her sister. She is walking across England. Well, not all the way across. What was it, 100 miles? 100 miles across England. So every day they had to walk 10 miles from village to village. And it came up at the last minute for her. And she was like, I really want to go. And I was like, you got to go. You can't pass up opportunities like that when they're dropped in your lap, right? So she'll be back later this week. But yeah, she left unexpectedly. And it's just been one thing after another. So I really needed some more people. And I'm really excited about some of the new ones that we have joining us. You'll have to stop in and meet them. It's Kelly and Dwana, and you're just going to love them. I do. We all like them. So it's going to be great. I have some fun things to show you today. Oh, Colleen D. Hi from Lavon, Texas. Hello, hello. Happy to have you join us. I have 2 fabric lines I want to show you today. And I want to show you a pattern that goes with one of them. We are going to be kitting it. And oh, it's so beautiful. I'm so excited about having it. That was a lot of information inside of 13 minutes, wasn't it? We started just a smidge late because I was helping some customers, which, you know, is always more fun for me than doing computer work. So when I have a chance to visit with customers, I like to do that. And she was showing me some really fun projects she worked on. She took a class with me for the Jelly Roll Rug class. If y'all have never made one of these Jelly Roll rugs, they are fun to do, really fun. And you can whip them out like I would say a couple of days, only because it's so repetitive that you tend to get a little bored with it. So I always split it out over 2 days. One day I will get my jelly roll and sew all the pieces together. And then I will do the stuffing where you're making a little tube out of it. And then the next day I will do in the round sewing around and around so that I can finish it that day. We used to have one hanging up here. I've got a class coming up for that, I think in November, because you know what? They make great, great Christmas gifts or baby gifts or housewarming gifts or just birthday gifts. You can find a jelly roll make one of these, match it up with a baby quilt, match it up with the holidays, Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving. Oh, here she comes. She's bringing one over here. Jen to the rescue. Jen's been trying to help me find something this morning, and she's probably going to strangle me in a minute because we can't figure out. Look at this jelly roll rug. Now, this is a little kid one. Say hey, Jen.
Hi, Jen.
So this is one of the little kid prints. It was fairies and princesses and dragons and castles and stuff. But it comes out to a really nice size, like the size you can put in front of a sink or in front of a baby crib or a doorway, anything like that. It's a great size, isn't it? And it's soft. I'm glad you said that. And it's soft, so it's comfortable to stand on.
Mhm.
It's washable.
Yes.
You can wash it and then just lay it out flat again, and it flattens out. And if you have any bumps, you can iron it, because the whole time we're working on it, we're ironing it, right? So you can also iron the jelly roll rug. And it's just really fun to make. You can come on over here. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm just looking.
That's
at the walls
okay.
first.
We're happy to have you.
Thank you.
And so, yeah, what I think is fun about it is that you can match them up to whatever holiday is going on at the time. You can make a fall one. Ooh, not Laura, honey, what's your name? Robin Pickens has a fall. Ooh, I hadn't thought about that. That could be gorgeous. I know, I just got a great idea. She has a gorgeous fall line out, and it's called Forest Frolic. We also have a block of the month with it, but a rug would be stunning with it to go with your your Thanksgiving decor. Ooh, that would be pretty. Yes. So anyhow, I have a class coming up for it. If you live in the area, sign up for the class and come on over and take it with us. So anyhow, I was telling you, one of my customers was in here showing me her completed quilt, and then she took it a step further and made placemats for her table and a little table runner for her table. And the placemats, instead of going as big as the rug is this big, she just went smaller, because you have to stop once you get to a certain size. You stop instead of keep going around. And you've got placemats. So pretty. Love them. It's so nice. So if you're still thinking of last minute gifts, I just gave you an idea. You can whip them out in no time. And you know what's going to help you go even faster is the tube maker by Clover, which we sell. We sell those tube makers. That's going to help you go 10 times faster. They are pretty fabulous. So who's made one? Has anybody out there made one of the jelly rolls? Anybody? Anybody made one of the jelly roll rugs? I have. Yes. I think it turns everybody's phones are going off now. Yeah. I hope it's not bad. Let me see.
I think it's a
Oh, it's the test. A national alert test. Okay, I really hate national alert tests. Let me tell you, this might be a trivia question one day. Okay, I hate them. I've watched too many scary movies, and I've watched too many, war movies with my husband, where there are, what do you call them, like, what's that one with Bruce Willis, where he's saving those people on the plane, or something like that. Anyhow, my husband likes to watch all that, of course, because he's a man. And so he wants me to sit down and watch. And usually I'm like, okay, I like it. But I've realized in my old age, it's kind of made me a little sketchy, because when it starts ringing like that, I expect somebody to come on the TV and go, hello, this is so-and-so from Russia. And unless you blah, 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 then we're going to blah, blah, blah. So it always makes me kind of freak out. Not bad enough to, like, go get therapy, maybe. But I don't like those things. So back to fun stuff like quilting. Colleen made a jelly roll rug. Did you love it? Was it fun? I've made 2 of them. I may have even made 3 of them by now. I don't know. I could have done 3. Really fun to do. So if you haven't done one and you live in the area, please come take a class with us. I think you'll really like it. And then your horizons are opened after that. It's really fun. So it was really easy to do and turned out really cute. They do, right? I mean, you don't expect it to go that easily, and they come out really cute. And when you're done, you're kind of like, I want to make another one. They are fun. We have some really modern looking jelly rolls in here right now, which I also think would make a great rug, of course, for newlyweds, because, you know, they have more of a modern vibe in their house. And some of these jelly rolls are so pretty. And if you want to make a jelly roll rug, but you don't have a jelly roll from a particular company, because, you know, not all companies make them, you can always cut them up yourself with the stripology ruler, with this ruler right here. Oh, we're almost out of these. Oh my gosh. So the stripology ruler, this one right here, can you see the ring? Sorry. The stripology ruler, you can cut 2.5-inch strips in no time. You're like, boom, 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 because each one of these are slits, right? And so you can just lay your fabric, fold it in half right there, and then just go to town cutting it, and you're making 2.5-inch strips right there. So easy to do. And let me hang this up. Okay, so that is super easy to do. And you know what? One of the fabric lines I'm going to show you, I'm thinking could be super gorgeous with the stripology and making a jelly roll. Yes, jelly roll class in November. Thank you. Hi, Susan. I wish I was in the area. Me too. I wish you lived here in the area. I wish everybody did. Then you could come see me all the time. I wish everybody did. So, yes. So, enough chitter chatter about that. Let's see some fabric. And I promise not to keep you all too long today, but I want to show you this gorgeous fabric. So, this first line I'm going to show you is from Laura Muir, M-U-I-R. And her company is called Create Joy Project. Create Joy Project. That is the name of her company. She is a designer for Moda. Her first line was actually in 2019, and we started getting it in 2020. Beautiful, beautiful watercolor prints. And because she's a surface designer, so you won't just find her stuff, her designs in fabric. You will also find it in home decor. You might see it on, we don't carry all the other stuff. I just have fabric, but you might see it on the coffee mugs. You might see it on dishware. You might see it in draperies, upholstery fabric, because she is a surface designer. So she designs for a number of different things. And her designs are beautiful. She works primarily in watercolor and acrylics. She lives in Utah, so some of her prints really reflect those beautiful dark colors, especially like this one. Now, if you've seen some of her work before, you know that she likes to work in bright, bright colors. They can look very tropical, maybe because she's longing for the tropics while she's in Utah. This one took a big turn for her in going deserty. So her desert line, let me show you. This is her first one. I'm going to put it under I'm going to hold it like this. There we go. I'm going to put it under the other camera in just a minute. This is a beautiful kind of gradient ombre with different colors. You can just see the desert right there. Let's go like this. You can see the desert with the ground and the sky this way, or you can turn it the other way and you can see some of the water, and you can see the land, the sea, and the sky. This is just a beautiful print. You've got it on both sides. So you've got this blue right here at the top. Can you see that? And then the other side does the same thing. Now for this particular print, what we are going to be doing with this one is doing a faux Bargello class. So if you've seen Bargello quilts before, where they are long strips and they kind of go like this and then down and up and down, this is a faux Bargello class because you use fabric like this that has the gradient on it already, and then you're moving the strips up and down, so you're not having to do all the little tiny piecing. So it looks really complicated and fancy pants, but it's not. Nancy teaches that class and she really does a great job. You'll be seeing that class come up on the calendar probably in November or December, maybe even January when it's cold and we want to think of the desert. But the desert gets really cold too, doesn't it? My husband tells a story about when they were camping when they were kids and they went out to Death Valley, Death Valley, I think it is. And his mom, they had a station wagon and 3 kids and his parents. And he said his mom had just packed cots and blankets because they were going to sleep outside because it was so hot. And so night fell and it all was so cold they all ended up sleeping in the station wagon. And he said his brothers had the 2 front seats and his parents had the station wagon, the 3rd seat laying down, I think. I don't know, I didn't have a station wagon, so I don't know. And his parents were in the back and he was right in between them because he was little, so he says he was right in between them. And he said his mom was ready to go the next morning. They didn't even eat breakfast. She was ready to get out of there because she was so cold all night. But during the day, it's hot. So this is one line right here. I want to show you another one, but I got to put my glasses on. I got to get my phone going here. I don't know how to do this. Okay, so let's put this underneath here. Debbie, I don't know how. Oh, Debbie. No. There we go. I didn't know what to do. So this is the one that I was showing you, the Laura Muir line. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And she again is with Create Joy Project. This is called Desert Oasis. And I think that, oh, sorry, I'm showing you upside down. I think that Debbie already put a link on there for you so that you can find it on our website if you'd like to get it. I don't remember seeing any pre-cuts come with this one, so I don't think she had any. I'm inclined to believe they weren't released because even sometimes Moda doesn't do them. This is another one right in there with it. Beautiful tan colors. This really doesn't do justice with how pretty it is. You can see the beautiful watercolor flowers right here. Then you have these little sticks and little green leaves. So pretty. These look like little drops of water, kind of paint. Sometimes I think they look like drops of coffee. But yeah, little drops of paint or water, and it's all over. It's a beautiful scale, so you can get a lot of it. Look how nice that is. It's a good size for that right there. um I'm going to move this up just a little bit, Debbie, so I hope it doesn't. There. Okay, we're going to hope this doesn't tilt over. So you can see the whole scale right there. Really, really pretty. This is another one of hers. It goes with it. It's actually a rather large grouping. I didn't bring it all over because some of them are just complimentary. Look at this. Look at the movement in here. So, so pretty. I love how it goes from a dark, dark turquoise to the lighter turquoise. And then you have this gorgeous rust colored sand in here, picks up right here. You've got some beautiful greens in here as well that start to blend in with that turquoise. And you've got the little bit of off-white to offset it all. You can really see where it looks like watercolors right in here with all of this. So pretty and so fluid. Oh, look, here's a good green spot to show you. Look how beautiful that is. A beautiful green spot. So all of these are 100% cotton, and they are all available right now. Desert Oasis is the name of this line. Let me show you something else. Her pebbles. Look how gorgeous this is. You've got the beautiful turquoise on the bottom, just really grounds it and makes those top little stones pop. Then you've got light blue, you've got different shades of green, the different shades of the light blue, you've got a little bit of tan in there and rust. You come over here and you've got even more rust colors, excuse me, right over here. So this is one also that has a lot of movement in it. You can call them bubbles, you can call them pebbles, you can call them stones. It doesn't matter. I like the difference in colors. Yes, I still have that dreadful cough. I love the difference in colors. Um, between all these stones, all these pebbles. And I like how they also tend to bleed into each other. Look how that brown one bleeds in a little bit to this gray one. These all kind of bleed into each other. I'd love to sit and watch her work while she's doing that. I think that would be so much fun. So, yes, this is one of her other ones from Desert Oasis. And here is one of the floral prints. If you want to see them all, you've got to go onto the website and go look at it on my website. I have them all there. This is another one. Let me move this down. I want to show you the flowers because they're beautiful. There we go. Look how beautiful these flowers are. Oh my gosh. She's able to pull all those colors in together right there. It looks like it was a print that kind of got rained on, which I just find so attractive like that when it looks like this. You've got the dark turquoise bleeding into that light cream color background. You've got the light turquoise bleeding into that dark cream color background. You've got the dark turquoise bleeding into that light cream color background. You've got the dark turquoise bleeding into that light cream color background. You've got the dark turquoise bleeding into that light cream color background. You've got the dark turquoise bleeding into that light cream color background. Okay. So sorry. I'm just talking and talking and talking. Didn't even know that it blacked out. So you can see how she does her tropical kind of look right in here with those little palm tree, palm leaf kind of looking thing. Ferns, maybe. No, they're more like the little palm leaves, like the kind you would get in church, remember? And so that's kind of what they are right there. And you have these little green splashes right there, just so so pretty. I love the leaves on these. Look how pretty those leaves are. I love this line. What do you all think about it? Could you think of something to do with this, or is it really not your thing? What do you think about this line? Give me some thumbs up, or tell me you like it, tell me you don't like it. What do you think about it? This is called, yeah, Lisa says she's dying. Well, Lisa, don't die. We love you too much. Don't let that happen. But yes, this is just a gorgeous, gorgeous. Yep. Susan says, oops. I know somebody was calling me and it cut out my camera, which it shouldn't do. That's kind of weird, but okay. We're back now. It's all right. We'll continue to work forward, to go forward. Yes. So, yeah, I really, really like this. Love the colors, just love how it works. And if you're interested in what we're going to do with it, we will be kitting this. If you can't wait for it to get kitted, you can just come in and buy it and we'll cut it for you right now. Look at this pattern. Is that gorgeous or what? You can see all the individual fabrics right here. Look at that dark gold floral, rust colored floral. Here, this one is this wavy one I showed you. See this wavy one? That's right here. Can you see it right here? And then here's another one, and then here's a little floral. I think I did a different floral than that one. And you've got all the little pebbles right here. And then what is this? Half square triangles and flying geese. Boom, put them all together. It's done, and it looks beautiful. So this is the pattern that will be going with it, called Forgotten Canyon. It's going to go with Desert Oasis. This was also designed by Laura Muir, the designer, the artist, and Natalie Crabtree, who is also another artist and does beautiful patterns as well. We have this available on our website, or we will. We might not have it yet because it just came in, but we will be kitting this, and I think we're making 6 kits. So if you're interested, you either need to give us your name, put your name down for it, or be watching for it to get announced on the website, because it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. What else? One day I should do a Q&A. Y'all can just pop on and ask me questions. What do you think about that? You'd have to think of some good big questions. Okay, let's see. What's the next thing we're going to look at? Ta-da, I'm back. Okay, this next line I'm going to show you. This is by Shell Rummel. Okay, oops, sorry, let me turn it this way. Shell Rummel is her name. Okay, she designs for Free Spirit. Is it? Yes, Free Spirit. And this is her newest line that she came out with, called Sea Sisters. Now, she is also a surface designer, where you will see her prints not just in fabric, but in home decor, um, kitchenware, that kind of stuff. She also has kind of a painterly way of designing, where a lot of it is watercolor and acrylics, and then she takes it a step further, gives it some definition with some sharp lines, but then lets other lines kind of bleed one into the other, or kind of like flood another area. So you see these different ways of the prints coming together. So this is also another large line. I didn't bring all of it over because it is rather big, but I wanted to show you these. I love this print. It has so much going on, but they all complement each other because they're all in the same hue. So by that, I mean, you don't have anything that boldly stands out by itself. You've got lots of beautiful dark navy right there. I would maybe even call it a dark turquoise kind of navy, maybe. You have a beautiful charcoal right here, and then it gets a little bit lighter, and a little bit lighter again with the blue right there. You've got some pretty blues, and then you've got some tans and creams in here, kind of taupe color, and another little tiny light gray, which matches this. And this is the light gray. So when you're looking at the whole thing, I'm going to grab a pencil. So when you're looking at the whole thing, it all works so well together because they all have the same hue, the same level of brightness, and the same density of color, or saturation of color. So even though you have some of these, like this charcoal, it's not a stark black that kind of distracts your eye. It just blends in beautifully. If you didn't see it, there's little hearts in here. Let me see. There's one. Here's little hearts right here. So you can see this is a beautiful mirrored image, which would work great for English paper piecing. Let me turn it this way so you can see. So if you were to look at, let me see, here we go. At this right here, you see the 2 little lines like that, and the 2 little dots, and then this. You see the exact opposite on the other side. So one side is mirrored from the other, which makes for a really great EPP project. Really fun. So you've got this beautiful shading right here. Again, this line is called Shell Sisters. No, Sea Sisters by Shell Rummel. Sea Sisters. And it is just beautiful. Now look at that and put something like this right next to it. What do you think about this? You've got beautiful waves coming in. So pretty. And you've got the dark and light blues right there. They have the dark blue. You can see where the ink, she let it run, kind of bleed out. And then here it starts off dark and it goes really light, dark and goes light. And then you've got some that just stay light the whole way. So this is one of her other ones that go with that line. Then you have something to really give it a little bit of contrast. Again, lots of little shells or rocks or pebbles, whatever you'd like to call them, little things in the water or on the land. And you have a dark gray background on this. So that dark gray background is really going to allow, again, your little designs to pop out from there. I love how around each one of these pebbles, there's a dark line that kind of sets it out. It doesn't just bleed into the background. You can see a definite little line around them, even on the white ones right here. So you've got the white and the brown, a dark turquoise, a lighter blue right here, the gray background. And then you have a lime green and you have an olive green, and then you've got a dark charcoal. So this brings in a lot of color, and you can see how beautifully it works with something like this. It really sets it off. Or this one. Look how pretty those play together. What do you think? What do you think? Yep, kaleidoscope fabric. That's kind of what it looks like, doesn't it, Linda? Yep. So you've got these two, and see how well they play. Now, for me, when I put these two together, especially while I'm looking at it on the computer screen, this right here really pops out next to this darker color. Really, really pops out. And I didn't see this before, but look at these little splashes like this. Ooh, look at that. And I see that now because I have this, and it's really making it play with this. It's making the darker colors on this pop out. I love this. I want to EPP this. Are any of y'all English paper piecers out there? Give me a thumbs up if you are. I want to paper piece this. So, second to the last one I'm showing you. Beautiful little dandelion flowers or little asters. I don't know what you would call them. She doesn't have a name specifically for them. I love this. Again, you've got the little printed flower, the watercolor flower. They go from a solid, this is a really light gray right here, to a little bit of modeling with the tan, and then you have more modeling with the brown or tan color. You can just see, well, you really can't see it too much on the computer. I guess this one and this one. It gives it definition and it gives it depth, because it's not a flat surface where they're all the same color. It doesn't look 1D. It looks like it's going to be 2D or 3D, because you can see the movement with the different colors between them. Some appear higher than another, some look lower, higher, that's this way. And that's achieved by giving it different colors, different sizes, and you have the beautiful gray background. And again, look how beautiful this looks. Oops. Look how pretty that looks just with these two right here. Really, really pretty. Makes the colors just pop out. Put it next to this one again. Look how fun that looks. Now I see this gray for me really pops out more, but what it's also showing is this gray now, because I put it next to it. So this gray right here is popping out more because I've got this one next to it. So let's take one more look at something. So now we're going to really tone this down, and we're going to go to a very soft, very light fabric right here. Again, still things, still her same line, Sea Sisters by Shell Rummel. She's a designer for Free Spirit Fabrics. You know what would also be pretty with this? Pillowcases. That would be so pretty. I might have to make some of these pillowcases because that would be so pretty. This, again, very, very light color. You see the light gray right there and then a little bit darker. Hardly any color right here. It's there. You can see it. It's a light blue, light gray, kind of a light turquoise, but it's very soft, kind of washed. It looks like maybe it's been washed a few times and left out. And I love that look. And you put it again next to something like this. You know what? I'm going to have to make pillowcases out of this. I love this. You put it right there, and you have just a beautiful interaction and a play with colors. I really like these little drops she made everywhere right there, and then she has little swirls, but the little drops are super pretty. So much movement. I see this doing so many things. This would even make nice curtains. You know, I might have to do that. We are making kits with this as well. I don't have the patterns in yet, but it is stunningly beautiful. And if you like it, you are welcome to pop into our website and see it. You'll be able to see all the different fabric pieces on our website, notyourmamasquiltstore.com. Just type in Sea Sisters, and it's sea like the ocean, SEA Sisters. You can also type in the artist name, Shell Rummel, SHELL, kind of like Shelly, Shell Rummel, RUMMEL, and see the whole line. Really beautiful. I carried her lines in the past before. They sell really well. And there's just so much you can do with it because it has that soft kind of floating look to it. So, any questions? Does anybody have anything they'd like to ask or want to tell me what you think that I showed you today, what you're thinking? Anybody? Anybody? I'm glad you all joined us today. I will be back next Wednesday at 1 o'clock for What's New Wednesday. I am Tisha Copeland at Not Your Mama's Quilt Store in Plano, Texas. I hope you enjoyed our show today and showing you everything we have new. And when you have a minute, stop in the shop so you can come shopping with us. Bye.